Another track from the boys in Australia. 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 Raise up the beers if you're living it up. Another track from the boys in Australia. Raise up the beers if you're doing it tough. Another track from the boys in Australia. Raise up the beers if you're living it up. Another track from the boys in Australia. Raise up the beers if you're doing it tough.
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are young and free.
Man, these days I'm hopping up about 6:30 shopping for a clean shirt, but half the shit's dirty. No one will know though, cause today I'm getting sweaty. To the fridge grabbing smoke, go leftover spaghetti. No microwave in the truck to get it ready. Now thinking of the truck, I need to fill her up, she's empty. I step free from the puppies at my feet, say goodbye to the missus with a kiss on the cheek. Load my stuff into the truck off to get the job done. Supposed to grab the work phone, I'll grab the wrong one. I get the feeling today's gonna be a long one. It's like today versus me, and today is on one.
Another track from the boys in Australia. Raise up the beers if you're living it up. Another track from the boys in Australia. Raise up the beers if you're doing it tough. Another track from the boys in Australia. Raise up the beers if you're living it up. Another track from the boys in Australia. Raise up the beers if you're doing it tough.
Heading south to the first border call, cross the bridge every day now that I've moved north, motoring back towards my hometown where everyone is friendly. It doesn't matter how long you've been gone, they still remember you. As I cross the bridge I take a glance at the river and spot a few trawlers taking a chance with some fishing nets. Lately it's been like all the bikes have gone on holiday, or maybe it's the cash people have and how they moderate. I stomp the brakes at the Wynnum Road, turn off. Sometimes I really wonder why we give these polygerms jobs. Traffic is havoc, it's gonna make me late, but I won't cut in like these snakes, I just sit here and wait.
Another track from the boys in Australia. Raise up the beers if you're living it up. Another track from the boys in Australia. Raise up the beers if you're doing it tough. Another track from the boys in Australia. Raise up the beers if you're living it up. Another track from the boys in Australia. Raise up the beers if you're doing it tough.
It hasn't taken long, we're starting to move. I'm glad it has, cause it was about to make a mark on my mood. But yeah, the sun's out and it's a beautiful day. Pick up the boys at Troy's mum's house 2 minutes late. Exchange g'days as we travel to our first stop. Pull up further signs, I'd hope they're ready to be turned off. Most people are cool and let you get your job done, but there's always one know-it-all acting like they're God's son. I'm on one, people helpful as hell, letting us inside the home so we can test where they dwell. I'm up the pole now, yeah, working on the main lines, be given a bit of know-how, just make sure I take my time. I'd hate to climb, no one to put myself in danger. Grandpa was aligning, so I guess it's second nature. Failure ain't an option every time I set this wager. A bad day can be your last if you're not careful as you sway there. We say take care, start packing up the site, finish off a final test and start whacking on their lights. A mad vibe starts running through the air, man, it's Friday afternoon and half an hour we'll be out of here. My mind drifts to tonight's festivities, have a few drinks, glad to see the world differently. Let's quench this blistering heat with the brew, just another day out in the streets with the crew.